Matt Provence here with you on the Highlander Sports Network, and privileged right now to have men's basketball assistant coach Danny Manuel with us. Danny, first of all, congratulations. First conference win up at Maine, a good one, and you guys are 1-1 in the early going.
Thank you. Yeah, it was huge, especially to come back and show some resiliency after the first conference game. Didn't end in our favor. We've been playing well in both of them so far, and non-conference, had some was a bumpy road, but we knew. If we could get through that and get the conference play and the guys came together, we had a lot of transfers. They're starting to gel together and starting to play well.
Yeah, that really is like one of the enigmas about this team, right? Like, what are the Highlanders right now? You had the early season, but trying to get the pieces together and find the rotations, et cetera. You had, in theory, could almost be 2-0 in conference play. As a coaching staff, what's kind of the process of getting these pieces to come together when it matters most, which is conference play?
Well, it's just, especially early in the year and so many new guys coming in, it's just sticking with it every day. It's not Rome wasn't built in a day, right? And a team doesn't come together in a day or a month or 2-3 months. But it seems like maybe the light bulb's gone off, and we've played well throughout the games. We need to really concentrate on finishing the games. And, as a staff, we've talked to the guys a lot more about that lately. But, continuing to stay confident, believing in each other. And now they've been, through the ringer with each other, a certain number of times. So there's a little more familiarity and comfortability there with each other. So, hopefully it continues to compound on itself.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the chemistry and gelling together, what specifically on the court have you seen that has been better the last couple of games and maybe gives you a lot of optimism that the road will continue to go upward for this team?
Well, we've really started to score the ball a lot better as of late. Even in the non-conference, playing pretty good defense and, losing some games where the other team was scoring in the 50s can be demoralizing. But the guys have really, I think, a belief in each other. When you take better shots, we're going to make more of them, right? And so if you just trust your teammate, pass to the open guy, and you just play a better brand of basketball on that end, it breeds success.
And you guys have been able to get other players involved. I think this goes to your point. All of a sudden now, after a few games, they realize that Adam Hess can really help you from beyond the arc. Lately, it's been Kel DeGraff. So I want to start with Kel DeGraff because he's been here for so long. He's had a myriad of injuries. What's making him the player that we kind of thought we were getting 5 years ago, and why do you see him being so successful here as of late?
Well, Kel kind of encompasses what an NJIT kid is. He's tremendous off the floor, in the classroom, in the community, and worked hard every day, just wasn't maybe seeing his results on game day. And kind of with like the Highlander way, you just keep plugging away, and just because it's not going your way doesn't mean you quit. You keep working harder. And Kel's done that, and now he's really gotten an opportunity as of late, and has really grasped it. Had his career high 16 points up there, and brings another asset to the team. And he can stretch the floor. Now other guys' lives are a little easier because he's making shots and pulling their big guy away from the basket. So not just good for him, but good for everybody. And so I think the other guys see that, and hopefully we'll keep going to Kel.
And he's a homegrown guy, as is the guy that he sometimes rotates in and out with, Suleiman Diakite. But with a team that has so many parts and a lot of grad students, you don't have a lot of guys who have come through the program. Junior year is a big year for a guy. Makai Gray has shown you the glimpses of being a prolific player at this level in the America East. We're seeing it, I think, more consistently now the last handful of games than early on. What can Makai Gray be for this team?
Makai Gray is absolutely our best defender, and I tell Makai Gray every day his goal when he wakes up in the morning should be the best defender in the league. He wants to guard the other team's best player, and then he's also really come into himself offensively, figuring out what he's good at and what he's not good at, and playing off of those strengths and contributing a lot more on both ends of the floor. And another kid that's an NJIT kid, just a beautiful smile. He's great off the court, does really well in the classroom. People really like him around campus. So as long as we can keep bringing those guys here, I think success will blossom.
Yeah, and you look at the way he's been playing, he has been blossoming. You've brought in some other pieces, guys like Osawe has kind of found his role on the bench, so to speak. So I see the pieces all coming together, but I know you're 99% wired basketball. We're starting NFL playoffs here. We got a local team that's in the tournament. Who do you like? Give me your prediction for the Super Bowl this season.
When you get in the car and you come to work or you go home, all you hear about is the G-men, the G-men, the G-men,
which isn't
right?
a bad thing.
And they're playing really well this year. I do like football. Daniel Jones is showing a lot more savvy this year. The offensive line has been better, and Daboll's got the culture up there. Like, there's like 20 million people up here ready to put a Giant jersey on this weekend and go fight for Daboll. So. He's changed the culture and the whole aura of North Jersey football right now. So So maybe the Giants can get it done.
What a guy. I knew I liked this guy. I'll tell you what, I'll sacrifice a Super Bowl, which again is a pipe dream at this point, for a conference championship. So go get him and keep the progression, right?
Thanks, man. Appreciate
All
it.
right, this is Danny Manuel, of course, assistant men's basketball coach. I'm Matt Provence, and thanks for watching this production of the Highlander Sports Network.